Hi again, everybody, and thank you for joining us again for our next presentation of the day. So this one I'm really excited about. So I'd like to welcome Chen, who is the head of overseas energy storage business at Trina Storage. Now, this is an exciting time for Trina, who are our technology and diamond sponsor, as they've recently launched into the storage market. So I will hand over to Terry, who will be able to tell you more about their market offering and what they're planning to do in the storage space. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Lucy. How can I help?
Hi, Terry. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Hi. I can see your slides now.
Yep. Sorry, the network is not stable. No.
I can hear you well now.
Okay, shall I go right now?
Yes, I was just saying we're really excited to see what you've got in store for energy storage, and go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So thanks for flipping the opportunity, passing the time to me. So today our topic will be driving optimization in battery supply chain for extending the cost benefits, and we're going to have 5 parts for our presentation. So first part will be introduction by myself, and also for Trina Solar. My name is Chen, and I'm heading Trina Overseas Storage Business Unit. I've been in renewable sector since 2009, after my first job with KPMG, which helps me have a good understanding on renewable energy market from different dimensions. So in past 12 years, I had mixed experiences from PV project development to PV product and also solution business. Most of my exposure are on investment and also project development. So with my finance background, while I had a very deep technical understanding as well on renewable system. So let's start with latest update of key highlights of Trina Solar as a holding entity by end of 2020. So Trina Solar has been in solar sector for 24 years and leading the industry since 2011. In 2020, our revenue forecast is over $4 billion, and the net profit is over $200 million, with over 80% year-on-year growth. So module shipment wise, we have reached to 60 gigawatt, which means 10% market share of cumulative solar PV installation globally. And we're also serving customers from more than 100 countries by well-established infrastructure we have across different continents. Our business has also the project development unit. We've already connected more than 3 gigawatt projects, PV projects around the world as well. So our total employees are over 14,000, with 30% from outside of China. Our business has 3 main pillars, closing PV product business to system solution business to smart energy solution, which has been well structured very well based on our mission and vision. So playing multi roles through upstream and downstream helps Trina to understand the market even better versus most players. So energy storage business unit is well positioned along with smart energy solution pillar to drive our future growth. Part 2 will be our global insight into energy storage market, and we're going to elaborate a little bit more into details with 3 topics. So firstly, let me give you the executive summaries with 6 bullet points: booming market, the market's main driver, price determiners, market leaders, and risk and opportunities, and also challenges. So firstly, this slide is giving us overall idea about the global energy storage market. So as most of us are aware, global energy storage market is booming. Forecasts from different organizations are varying from 1 to 1 with a very big difference because the market is still not mature. Based on our market analysis, we expect energy storage market to have at least 14 times growth of market size by 2030. So US market will account for 40% of global market, while China, Europe, Australia will follow. So application-wise, front to the middle market, including renewable integration, grid service, will account for grid service will account for over 70% of global market. Respectively, solar plus storage will be the biggest chunk by our analysis. So from our point of view, 2021 will be an incredible year. When you look at our forecast on upside scenario, we expect to have over 35 gigawatt-hour storage system installed in 2021, considering the COVID-19 has been containing the strong demand with the upside scenario. We are forecasting a 300 gigawatt-hour energy storage market over the next 5 years. So market driver-wise, we can see long-term driver, renewable growth, capacity needs, and the flexibility needs by system operator. And the midterm driver will be peaker replacement, clean portfolio, and TDD enhancement. Short-term driver-wise, ancillary service, incentive policies, and niche markets will play a very important role. So we are very also optimistic on solar PV industry over next 5 years. So look at the outlook for global solar PV deployment. Annual installation will be ranging from 270 gigawatts to 330 gigawatts in 2025. So solar and wind penetration is rapidly increasing in many global economies like US, China, UK, Australia, India, etc. So which will be main driver of energy storage market for long term. So battery can help us to balance supply and demand and also ensure grid stability. No doubt we are entering into a new era of energy world right now. Battery energy storage is a highly versatile technology that provides unique value to the power system. Nevertheless, as renewables becomes a bigger portion of energy generation, grid operator will need renewable resources to provide more than just low-cost energy. Renewable resource will need to provide a firm, flexible energy commitments even when sun goes down and the wind turbines stop, as well as critical grid service like frequency regulation and the spinning reverses to stabilize the grid. We believe that the renewables and storage will be the strongest segmentation among all existing and upcoming emerging applications. As battery becomes cheaper, they become more competitive for longer duration applications. Lithium-ion battery dominates the battery energy space, but various trends are changing, which chemistry is best suited for each end market in terms of safety, energy density, and the cost. Market share-wise, LFP is going to dominate ESS market with the advantages it has versus NMC technology. Average module price will continue to decline as lower cost LFP batteries become the mainstream. So price declines average 12% per year during 2016 to 2020, but will decline at a slower rate of 3 to 5% per year going forward, as against from economies of scale in manufacturing slow with industry maturity. Future cost reduction will be driven by declining cell cost, which benefits from gains driven by automotive sector more than improvements in packaging and assembly cost, which are specific to the stationary storage sector, and the benefit less from economies of scale. So gradual improvements in energy density in both NMC and LFP will lead to higher capacity cells, which contributes to lower manufacturing costs. Raw material costs will not be major contributor to cost reduction, though some incremental gains are possible by switching to less costly cathode materials. So module price exhibits significant range depending on cathode type, order volume, and also supply quality. LFP is consistently 10 to 20% cheaper than NMC from comparable Q1 suppliers. So order volume of gigawatt level are reported to be up to 15% cheaper than volume in the hundreds of megawatt hours. Module price from lower tier suppliers can be cheaper, but may degrade faster than expected and carry higher risk of thermal runaway, two factors that hurt bankability of the projects. Look at the chart, which shows cost estimation based on a 50 megawatt reference case bus. So the bus system turnkey cost will decline across all duration by about 1/3 through 2030 on a $1 per kilowatt hour base. So longer duration have experienced a large cost decline since 2016 due to declines in battery module cost. Balance of power plant cost will also fall more than 15% over next 5 years as system integrator are standardizing products. Intense competition in front of the meter market has also driven over 30% declines in inverter price over the next few years. LCOC and LCOS are more direct metrics against investment return profile. So as you can see from the chart, both of the metrics will continue to decline in over the next 5 years by 20 to 25%, which will bring huge potential for investment into storage market. So non-capital related life cycle costs account for nearly 30% of the LCOC of a utility scale bus. However, declines in capital cost are the primary driver of the LCOC going forward, which fall around 25% by 2030 across all durations. Fixed and variable life cycle costs account for over 40% of the LCOS of a utility scale bus. Falling capital costs will drive down the LCOS of utility scale bus by about 20% by 2030 across all durations. So next part will be about supply chain. Battery demands across EV and the storage sector to exceed 1.9 kilowatt-hour. Battery manufacturing capacity will more than triple by 2025. So obviously China is leading the capacity expansion. However, Europe and the US are also coming up with very strong policy stimulation. The battery manufacturers accelerated the capacity expansion since 2019, among which Asia companies even global battery demand. And obviously, China is also leading the game, like CATL, BYD, those top players, they have their capacity double or triple through the next 1 or 2 years capacity expansion. Is there any oversupply or a shortage of battery? So it's a very interesting topic. So from the chart we're showing, it seems like it's not a question, but as all of us know, EV industry drives global expansion of battery manufacturing capacity. However, energy storage industry, from our perspective, is facing challenges to secure capacity from leading battery manufacturers with established technology. There's not necessarily a shortage of batteries, but rather limited numbers that are acceptable for market requirement in terms of bankability, cost, safety, and performance. The leading battery manufacturers with established technology are favored by automakers, while less established ones are likely to slow their expansion and switch focus to emerging markets such as grid storage. So EV industry drives global expansion of battery manufacturing capacity, as I mentioned, as key technology for enabling electrification. Battery are gaining traction in today's energy and transportation industry. Demand for lithium-ion battery is predicted to grow by nearly 9-fold by 2030 due to its superior cost and performance. And probably some of you guys know from 2020, Tesla is uptaking LFP battery for their EV car. And due to the limited capacity we have in China for LFP, so we're also facing a very big short for LFP manufacturing capacity. So according to the latest market forecast, the automotive and transport industry will contribute to over 90% of cumulative lithium-ion battery demand from 2019 to 2030. This is largely fueled by growth of EV, which is incentivized by a range of different government policies to end gas and diesel vehicles by 2040 or earlier. Despite their rapid development, concerns over whether EVs can reach price parity with internal combustion engines still linger. In order to meet faster growing demand, battery manufacturer has been rapidly ramping up capacity. The dynamics between lithium-ion demand and also supply are pivotal to the development of emerging end markets. The fundamental challenges is whether battery technology is ready for full-scale deployment of EVs at a comparable cost and safety. So next part, so our name is cost game. So we're going to have a discussion in terms of core values to look for in a storage system. and also the question where the best cost can be reduced. When we need to make investment decisions, we always ask ourselves how to secure and optimize your investment into storage. So quality, safety, costs, flexibility, and bankability are the core values we're looking for in storage system. So with the 5 key elements secured, investments most likely can be secured and optimized if the project is shelf ready. It's difficult to prioritize the key elements. However, today we will be pretty focused on cost, which is regarded as one of the most interesting topics from energy business. Trina Storage will also offer most cost competitive solutions to our customers, by the way. So when we are talking about costs, there are different concepts in various circumstances, from levelized cost to system cost to components cost. Nevertheless, most of us understand levelized cost is used for RRR calculation, which should be a good cost metric to assess storage projects. So where the cost can be reduced, from supply chain, from technology perspective, and also others. So we have some bullet points here. So scale-wise, first it's from supply chain perspective, increasing battery manufacturing scale and the production efficiency, as well as the realization of economies of scale for non-battery components, such as balance of system. So that's what's happening in storage market right now. So as you guys can see, the capacity for battery and also balance of plants is keeping increasing. In the meantime, the cost has been reduced since years ago. The second point is changes to cell procurement. So leading system integrators have started to procure cells or racks using master service agreement or long-term supply agreement. There are multiple year agreements for high volume purchase. This allows off-taker to negotiate lower pricing in return for providing the manufacturers with great visibility on their future demand. In order to use this, an integrator must be confident on its pipeline of projects. Some integrators are also introducing this type of agreements. They will offer preferential pricing to customers that agree to use at least a gigawatt-hour level of their system over several years. Some integrators may have higher minimum volume requirements. So next, technologies changes and improvements. Advancement here related to energy density and cell and pack design, increased the competition from Chinese cell and rack supplier, helped to drive down overall cost in 2020. Creo companies may try to push down price further when they release new storage-oriented products as well. Design changes. The increased use of cabinet-based system rather than containerized systems or ISO containers that have been popular in recent years. So several mainstream players are using the cabinet-based solutions, as you guys know. This approach promises to help lower project costs by reducing overbuild required for augmentation. This system also typically have lower balance of power plants and the EPC cost. Cabinet-based system can help to reduce O&M cost by controlling the temperature of cells more accurately than HVAC system. So know-how wise, more experienced system integrator, EPC companies, and the other stakeholders are also helping to reduce cost. So competition-wise, the level of vertical integration across stationary storage value chain is increasing. So battery manufacturers like Tesla, like CATL, offer integrated products that may be more competitive than independent integrator. That's also a direction for Trina storage to move. So industry maturity, whilst the storage industry has matured over the last 10 years, so financials are now more comfortable with how these systems operate and their associated risks. This helps to reduce the cost of debt for lithium-ion-based storage projects. So last is standardization. There's more standardization around the products being offered for cells, racks, and the systems. So for example, Chinese cell suppliers typically offer standard prismatic cells formats for stationary storage industry. So at the system level, companies increasingly offer systems standardized for 1 to 4 hours duration as well. So last part, I will take a few minutes to introduce how Trina storage can help customers to achieve successful investment into storage sector. So as you guys know, there are also risk factors which are affecting this levelized cost, from regulatory changes to merchant exposure, to degradation, to market saturation, and also safety. From different dimensions, our customers are also facing risks. So today, I think it's a good opportunity for us to introduce Trina storage, and probably it's a good starting for you guys to understand what we are doing, what we are offering. So first of all, we're happy to launch Trina storage on ESS Summit, so which is a sub-brand of Trina Solar and dedicated to transforming the way we deliver renewable energy. Our mission is to lead the renewable energy transition through cost-effective storage solution. So we've been working hard over the past 1 year under the challenging circumstances to be able to get to where we are today and to be ready to move forward with this exciting new venture. We've already built a very competitive solution platform by using world-leading battery, power conversion system, and controlling technology against strong demand from utility market. So Trina storage has built a battery factory with advanced LFP technology in China as well. The capacity is up to 3 GWh by end of 2021. The capacity is dedicated to storage market, and also we're developing real dedicated product, storage-oriented product for storage sector. We have also established a strong team from front end to back end. Front end wise, we have local setup through different continents in Europe, in US, and also APAC. And also we have very strong back end team, especially for R&D, for battery, from cell to rack, also for PCS, for BMS, and also for the whole system controlling technology. All of the new setups and also investments will be foundation of the platform to create more values for our customers. So geography-wise, we are launching the new business in US, Europe, APAC in 2021. The rest of regions will be followed step by step based on the development of market needs. Positioning wise, we are an energy solution provider. So our ambition is to lead the renewable energy transition through the cost-effective, professional, and also high-quality one-stop storage solution, as we just mentioned. And we are treating us as a solution provider, not an integrator, not a manufacturer, because the concept is more proper for for Trina's position. Our solution platform is it's a great concept which is similar with vehicle industry. So in general, our strategy is to develop or select top tier product to integrate the battery system. By having over 20 years experience in solar sector, Trina Storage is able to translate customer demands and pains into specific technical and also commercial requirements on product, technology, and supply chain level. Thereby, the solution platform we've built is fully in line with customer needs for utility scale storage system. The solution platform is comprised hardware, software, and the service. Standard product and the system integration technology are being used and developed on the platform for different applications, which can help us to achieve economies of scale, even when we are facing diversified demands. As you can see, we are offering both cabinet-based system and also ISO containers. However, cabinet-based system is our main product portfolio with liquid cool system ranging from 0.25C to 1C. We're also offering integrated battery and PCS controllers, PPC, EMS, and SCADA. So at last, flexible warranties on product and the system level are being offered to secure long-term benefits for our customers. So we will also evolve the platform by using our in-house technology step by step, which can help our customer to reduce overall cost and improve system performance and reliability, ultimately increase the investment return and reduce risk for long term. So target customer wise, as you can see, 80% from utility, developer, independent power producer, and 20% from EPC, financial sector, business partners, and also CNI sectors. How do we differentiate ourselves from other players? There are four main pillars. First one is over 20 years experience in solar sector. So building on 20 years experience in solar sector, Trina Storage is a partner of choice for simple, safe, and scalable energy storage. So of all storage providers, we understand solar best. 100 countries, global presence, and global and local presence. So we're going to also to leveraging the global setup to our storage business as well. So Trina is able to scale project fast across a spectrum of over 100 countries as customer needs evolve. It also has local teams on the ground that understand the specific and local challenges. So next is flexible solution. So Trina analyzes the customer's technical challenges and the designs as a unique solution that prepares them for sustainability while creating new business and investment opportunities. So versus standard solution, so it's a bigger benefits. So last is bankability. So branding wise, Trina was ranked the top bankable module supplier by Bloomberg 4 times in a row. So it's it's a great benefit in renewable sector.
Hi Terry. Sorry to interrupt. I'm just going to jump in. I hope you don't mind. We've actually run over time. So I'm just I want to go to the questions because we did have a couple of questions. So in terms of Trina providing O&M services, I think the best bet there would be to encourage anyone who has questions like that to go to Trina's virtual stand in the exhibition hall. But I just wanted to remind everybody that, so Trina has an exhibition stand, and if you want to ask any direct questions, that would be the best place to contact them. A couple of people also wanted to know who the sales manager was, so you'll also be able to contact Daniel Gretton, the sales manager there. And also in terms of getting the recording and the presentation slides, you will be able to receive these afterwards. So thank you so much, Terry, for your presentation. I think it was very informative and a good overview. I noticed as well, you mentioned solar plus storage being a big part of the market in 2021 and in the future. So I just wanted to highlight Trina's workshop, which is taking place tomorrow at 2 p.m. So everybody who's interested in that will be able to interact directly. So we'll be running it in an interactive format where everybody can ask questions with their cameras on. And that will last 45 minutes with the head of product and the head of sales. So you'll certainly be able to ask a lot more questions in that session as well.
Yep, that's no problem. So thanks to Lucy. Sorry to running the time out because it's a lot of content we want to deliver on this platform. So at last, around me, 30 seconds to introduce our our customer preference here. So it's it could be our first first project in UK. It's a 50 megawatt, 56 megawatt hour project awarded by SMS PLC. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to show the case, let our let the audience know Trina is able to deliver a fully integrated solution to customers by using the world-leading technologies, and we're helping customers to achieve their investment objectives, for this project.
Yeah.
This project will be carried out within 2021.
Nice, absolutely. So yeah, I think I'll be looking forward to hearing more about that. Again, I would recommend anyone who has any further questions to go and speak to Trina Storage at their exhibition stand. Thank you very much, Terry, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Yeah,
Cheers.
thanks. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.